What is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be going over my 85 card PSA submission. I'll be sending these 8 cards through the regular grading tier, which is $50 per card. And that's because the bulk grading tier has a max value of $199, and obviously all of these cards are worth much more than that, even ungraded. So first we have our Charizard VMAX from Champion's Path. It's a little bit off center on the left. It's a little bit thick on the right, but I still think it'll get a high grade. I'm hoping for at least a 9 on this. The back looks good and the corners look great. Next we have our Hidden Fates Charizard. Again, a little bit off center, but overall I think it should receive at least a 9. Now we got our Burning Shadows Secret Rare Charizard. It's a little nick in that top left corner there, but other than that, I think it looks really good. Some in that bottom left corner too. Hopefully it gets an 8 or a 9. Now we have our Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX. This one looks really good. I think this might be a contender for a 10. It is very well centered. The edges look great. The corners look great. I really think this can get a 10. Now we have our base set Venusaur. I forgot to send this in with my express grading tier a few months ago. Again, this looks really good centering. I don't think it'll get a 10. See some white nicks. But overall, I think it should get a solid 9. First edition Fossil Set Articuno. I think this might get about a 7. You can see that wear right there. Probably from being played all up and down that edge, so that might bring it down to a 6 or a 7. You also have some white nicks up in the corner. Centering's not bad, so hopefully it gets it around a 7. First edition Slowking. This card looks really good. I think the centering's really good. The top left corner looks a little bit off. But other than that, I think it looks really good. I think that's a solid 9. Now we have a Hollow Espeon. I wish this was first edition because those cards are going for a lot, but this is still in really great condition. It looks really well centered on the front. The back is a little thick on the left, but the edges look really good and the surface is in perfect condition, so it could be a contender for a 10, but I think it'll get a solid 9. These cards are all going to the regular $50 tier. As I explained before, they're all worth more than $200, so I can't send them in with the rest of my bulk collection that you see here. This bulk collection here is going to go for $10 a card, and to get this you need to buy a silver membership from PSA. That'll run you about $60 per year, but I think it's well worth it for the quarterly grading specials. For the first 4 cards here, we have our Champion's Path Charizard V promos. I have a ton of these, but I thought these were the best chance to be contenders for 10s. Honestly, they're really well centered. The backs look good, the corners look good. I hope I at least get 2 out of 4 of these to be a 10. Now we have a Mega Charizard EX Full Art from Evolutions. This guy looks really good for Evolutions for how badly these were all cut. Corners look really great. I think this has a really strong chance of being a 10. I'll be really happy with a 10. I got a few Mega Charizard EX, also from Evolutions. The centering on these isn't bad. I think these could all pull at least 9s. The back on this one is pretty awful. But with Evolutions, they usually give a little bit of leeway. And lastly, just a regular Charizard EX from Evolutions. I think this one's really well centered too. Corners and edges all look good. I think this could be a solid 10. Now we got the OG Zard, also from Evolutions. Definitely thick on the top and left. Corners don't look great, but they don't look bad either. This corner looks pretty bad, actually. Got a little white nick down there. I think this could pull an 8, a solid 8. We got our Hidden Fates Charizard, nothing special here. Hidden Fates Shiny Charmander. I thought this card looked absolutely perfect. The corners and the centering are all great. I don't see any white marks around these edges at all. I would be surprised if this did not get a 10. Hidden Fates Shiny Mewtwo GX. Really good centering on the front. Obviously packed fresh, mint condition. Corners all look great. I don't see any white marks anywhere. I think this could pull a 10 as well. Got our Pikachu Full Art Secret Rare. Really well centered. I think the edges look pretty good on this too. One little nick down there, so I'd probably give this a 9, a solid 9 I'd be happy with. This is Zacian, Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. As soon as I pulled this card out of the pack, I knew I was getting it graded. Really well centered. Corners all look great. That's just dust on the penny sleeve. No white marks anywhere. I'm hoping for a 10 on this one. Raikou Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. It's a little thick on the left, but I think it could be a solid 9, maybe a contender for a 10. I don't see any white spots anywhere, so we'll see how the grader's feeling that day. Zamazenta Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. Really nice centering on the front. It's a little thick on the left back here. No whitening around the edges really. Solid 9. Now for the vintage cards.